Welcome back to the Independent Investor channel. My name is Ryan. This is really one of the funnest videos that I come out with. I haven't come out with one of these for a long time. These are going to be my top 10 stocks you can own forever. I came out with a preliminary video of 5 stocks that you can own forever. And that's going to be just a quick review of stocks 1 through 5 here. Obviously, they haven't changed. You can own them forever. I personally own 8 out of 10 of these names. I'm glad to do so. I will own them for the foreseeable future, as I do contend that these are stocks that I don't hesitate to let you guys know what my thoughts are on them. Obviously, you want to do your own research before investing in any stock, but I can say rest assured that the research that goes into this is really based on historical performance and rewarding shareholders. And I can kind of say rest assured, I'm very careful with the information that I deliver. Unfortunately, GoPro did not make this list. It actually fell outside of the top 10 stocks to own forever. So I do apologize for that. But the top 10 that I own here really can offer what I consider cornerstone portfolio solutions. And if you guys are looking to become a participant in the stock market, maybe you're interested in a passive approach, maybe you're interested in more of a stock portfolio, these are really the cream of the crop. This is really where you want to look. And there's very specific criteria as to why I picked each one of these names. All right, I'm going to do a quick review of the top 5, and then I'm also going to do my new additions, because there was just too many good quality companies out there. And that's why I talk all the time about focusing your attention on those good quality companies out there that, man, if you're going to become an investor, these are the companies that you want to be a participant in. And the secret to the Independent Investor channel not only is to hear me out on these stock picks as some viable investments for your long-term future, but think about the prospect of housing these amazing assets within a self-directed tax-protected account, guys. So let's get started. Honestly, number 1, Apple. You don't need to look a whole lot further for such a quality stock. It's the only company here with over $1 trillion market cap. Honestly, a product that just resonates with its consumer. They're doing so many exciting things at Apple with regard to their services business, and it really is just the ecosystem that you're investing in with Apple. It's just absolutely one of those stocks that if you were interested in owning really only one stock, I wouldn't go too far away from Apple in recommending that if you wanted to own one stock in your portfolio, Apple would be the stock that I recommended, and that's absolutely why it is number 1 on this list. Number 2, Proctor & Gamble. Just an absolutely fantastic company. They've been around for over 100 years, has done nothing but reward shareholders, pays a fat dividend. You put those dividends to work for yourself in a money-generating machine. And honestly, guys, the shares in Proctor & Gamble is just like a money-making machine in and of itself. Again, housed in a self-directed Roth IRA account to be tax protected. It's only going to do nothing but compound over the years and pay you that nice dividend, and dividend reinvest those dividends to actually roll and compound on themselves. Got a fantastic suite of products that they offer to folks. Got a very, very wide moat. Products that are going to be utilized worldwide and have been utilized for the last 100 years. Procter & Gamble has been around, has been relevant, and will continue to be relevant and pay back shareholders into the future. Guys, number 3, Johnson & Johnson. It's really the only healthcare on the list here. There's a lot of good healthcare companies out there that I personally own. I do personally own Johnson & Johnson. It's really one of the most quality companies that you can put your money into and invest in. Johnson & Johnson, really nice dividend. It's an enormous company. It's involved in multiple businesses. Got a lot of products that you guys recognize, and a lot of the products that are offered by these companies, you can resonate with the niche. on not just investing in a company based on, fundamental or technical analysis, or, they're doing something really, really good for a short amount of time. Guys, these companies have been killing it for years, decades, and in some cases over 100 years. Johnson & Johnson is just that name, all right? Number 4, Disney. Disney is one of those products. There's really nothing that compares to Disney with regard to the content that they provide to folks. It's really just a one-of-a-kind experience. If you've ever visited multiple parks that Disney offered, and then you go to other parks, you might have a good time. And I'm a big amusement park type of guy, but I tell you what, when I'm at Disney, the experience is unlike any other, and I really feel like that resonates with people, and it's just a product that people have to experience at some point in their life. And as the population starts to grow and people really are looking to consume a lot of the services that a lot of these companies provide, Disney is at the top of the list for content creation, movies, owning the Star Wars, and just providing content that people want to experience. Disney's right there at the top of the list, and it's one of those companies that, it's not going to make you rich overnight. It's not. None of these companies will. But there's a difference between becoming an investor and becoming a trader or something else. Make no mistake, these 10 stocks represent your desire to invest in good quality companies and become an investor over the long term. And finally, number 5, JP Morgan, biggest bank in the world. It's the only representative from the financial services. It was very, very important for me to at least provide some level of representation from each of the sectors. You can see obviously that I've doubled up on a couple in sectors, technology and industrials being 2 of them. But this is my lone representative, JP Morgan Chase, just a fantastic bank, well run, well managed, world recognized. It's going to be relevant, and it's something that if you wanted to have, the biggest bank in your portfolio, this is what you buy right here. Now the 5 additions that I've got over here that I've added to this list. Why? Because I had to. I honestly felt like these 5 offerings here were also stocks that you can put in the portfolio and own forever. Boeing and Home Depot I don't currently own, but we'll start with Boeing. Boeing has a back order of products, so basically their sales are already predetermined and they are backlogged in the amount of airplanes that they are making. If you want to have exposure to, the actual airline manufacturer, Boeing is that cornerstone in your portfolio to give you that exposure to the industrial sector. It's just a beautiful stock, and it's tops on my list right now. I missed an opportunity to buy it this week, unfortunately, but there will be other times for me to get exposure to this fine company. And that will be one that I'm looking to get some exposure to as a cornerstone in my portfolio in the industrial sector. Home Depot, just a fantastic retailer, and I put this on the list for the strength of their management team, how well run the company is, how necessary it is for people who are looking to do home improvement projects, the customer experience in their store, how well they run their business. Home Depot just had to be on this list of companies that if you wanted to invest in a company forever, Home Depot is absolutely one that you may want to look at. Verizon. Verizon made the list. It was really the only one from the telecommunications sector or the newly formed telecom sector. It's got just a huge dividend. It's a very well-run company. It is the second largest behind AT&T, but honestly, Verizon made the list here because AT&T certainly has some issues with its balance sheet, taking on a lot of different acquisitions and things that I feel like are going to be positive for the company. But Verizon really offers just a fantastic product with their 5G offering. It gives an excellent service to their customers. And I think Verizon is going to continue to be relevant into the future. Number 9 is going to be 3M. 3M is a diversified industrial play, really looking attractive here. Unfortunately, they did come off a disappointing quarter which will probably provide an even better entry into the stock. It's come off of its highs over $250 a share. But keep your eye on 3M here, providing more and more of a buying opportunity as this poor quarter kind of gets flushed out, and the diversified suite of their different income streams. They've got quite a diversified base within their business. I mean, these guys are in everything: electronics, energy, consumer products, industrial, healthcare. These guys are in it all. And by being a shareholder in 3M, you're exposed to every one of those income streams. Got a beautiful dividend. It'll just pay you and reward you to be an investor and a shareholder in this fine company. And number 10, deserve to be on this list, could absolutely be in the top 5. Really, these stocks are interchangeable. You could fit any one of these into any portfolio. Certainly not every portfolio needs to have all of these offerings, but Microsoft deserves to be in this list. Just an absolutely premier player in the technology sector, and for good reason. Healthy dividend, well-managed company, businesses in the cloud, obviously with their Windows platform and software, and also exposure in the gaming sector. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed, man. I turned out this top 10 stocks that you can own forever. These are cool videos to just kick around different ideas. If you've got ideas differing from the top 10 that I've got, offer those in the comments section, man. Hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you're new to the channel, I would highly ask you to consider subscribing to the channel. Get more information like this on the stock market, with the niche of being a self-directed investor and housing these good quality assets in a tax protected and wealth preserved account going forward for your financial future. Guys, if you know anybody out there looking for information, looking to get started in the stock market, man, send them our way. All right, we're growing a community of folks that are really resonating with the message and looking to be on the front side of the wave, man, and definitely not on the back side. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this message, and good luck in your investment future.